Are you looking for how to increase your vertical jump? Well, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that in this video. What's up, everybody? Nathanael Morton here with NathanaelMorton.com, helping you get bigger, stronger, faster, and more explosive. Before I get into today's video, I want to let you know that if you comment JUMP, J-U-M-P, down below in the comment section and like this video, I will send you a free bodyweight vertical jump training program, absolutely free, if you like the video and comment JUMP down below. All right, let's get into it. Today's video is on my stretching and foam rolling routine. I've been getting a lot of questions. Nate, what do you do for stretching? What do you do for foam rolling? I thought I would combine them into one video because I actually do stretching and foam rolling as one routine. I don't split them up, okay? I do them at the same time. So here we go. When I do stretching, this routine actually takes me about 45 minutes. Okay, that's because I repeat the routine 3 times. If you don't want to take 45 minutes to stretch, which I think you should, then you could just do the routine 1 time. It'll take about 15 minutes, and that will still be beneficial for you. Obviously, just not as beneficial as doing this 3 times for the full 45 minutes. So here we go. When I do my stretching, the first thing that I do, first of all, I warm up. And then I do a workout, and I stretch after my workout. If I'm not doing a workout that day, I still do a warm-up before I do my stretching. I never stretch out when I'm cold. Okay, your muscles are like a rubber band. If you try to stretch a cold rubber band, it's gonna snap. If you try to stretch a warm rubber band, it's gonna be stretchy and it's gonna do what you want it to do. So warm your muscles up first. So the first thing that I do is the couch stretch. Okay, this is by far my favorite stretch, and also I do all these stretches for 60 seconds each. So for the couch stretch, I do 60 seconds on my right leg, then I do 60 seconds on my left leg, and that is it for the couch stretch. Then I move on to number 2. I do a hamstring stretch where I'm seated on the ground. I put one leg in, I put the bottom of my foot on one leg, stretch the other leg out, and I try to reach for my toes while I am seated. You can honestly do any hamstring stretch that you want. You could do both your legs at the same time to make it go quicker. You could do this standing. It really doesn't matter as long as you hit a hamstring stretch. So I do my hamstring stretch, each leg for 60 seconds. Then I move on to number 3, which is a quad stretch. So at this point, I stand up, I'm in a quad stretch, and I do my right leg for 60 seconds, then I do my left leg for 60 seconds, and that is that. I move on to number 4. While I'm still standing, I try to push against a wall or push against something to give myself more of a stretch, but I do a calf stretch. Okay, I do 60 seconds for my right leg, 60 seconds for my left leg, and that is the calf stretch. Then I go to a pigeon stretch. So now I'm back on the floor, back on the mat. I'm doing a pigeon stretch. I tuck one leg under. This might be my favorite stretch. Actually, the couch stretch is number 1. Pigeon stretch got to be number 2. So tuck my one leg under, and I am stretching in the pigeon stretch. You should feel this in your outer glute area, your hip area. And I do my right leg for 60 seconds, my left leg for 60 seconds. Then I move on to the frog stretch, which you're going to feel in your groin. And I do just 1 time 60 seconds because I'm stretching both legs at the same time. Once I am done with all of the stretching, once I'm done with all 6 of these, then and only then do I move on to foam rolling. So when I do my foam rolling, I do 1 leg at a time. Okay, so I'll start with my right leg. I start with my hamstring. And what I do is I roll out my hamstring, then I roll out the side of my leg and my IT band, then I roll out the front of my leg where my quad is, then I roll out the inner part of my thigh where my groin is, and then I go back to my IT band, back to my hamstring, and I do that twice. Then I move to my other leg and I do the same exact thing. That is usually all I do. If I'm extra sore, like in my butt, then I'll roll out my butt. If I'm sore in my lower back, I will roll out my lower back. If I'm sore in my calves, then I will roll out my calves. And sometimes I will get on and do both legs at the same time, but very, very rarely do I do any more than what I just said here. And then once I get done with my foam rolling, I repeat that 2 more times. So I do all of these 6 stretches and then the foam rolling, then I do all of them again and the foam rolling again, and then all of them a 3rd time and the foam rolling a 3rd time. And that is my stretching and foam rolling routine. Guys, you need to be stretching, you need to be foam rolling, especially if you have bad knees, or especially if you want to increase your vertical jump as high as you possibly can. Everybody does the weight training, everybody does the plyometrics, most people eat right, but that's another hard one. Nobody stretches and nobody foam rolls. If you want to get ahead of the competition, okay, because the competition, most of them aren't even training. Okay, let's say you're a 16 to 18-year-old basketball player, you're in high school. Most people aren't doing weight training. Okay, they're just not. So if you're doing weight training, then you are already ahead of the game. Some people who are doing weight training, usually they're not eating right. Okay, so if you are doing weight training and you're eating right, now you're two steps ahead of the competition. And then rarely, very rarely do you find someone who is playing their sport, playing basketball, trying to improve their skills, first of all. Then they are weight training to increase their vertical jump, to get bigger, faster, stronger, more explosive. Then they are eating correctly, at least 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight every single day. And then if you are stretching and you are foam rolling on top of all of this, then you are really going to be ahead of the competition. You're going to give yourself every advantage when you meet those other players on the court. You are most likely going to beat them. But anyways, if you need a foam roller, I will link one down below in the description for you. This has been my stretching and foam rolling routine. It works very well for me. I have absolutely no knee pain, and I can obviously jump and dunk a basketball, but that comes with the training, the nutrition, the stretching, the foam rolling, with everything. But I hope this video helped you. If it did, and you think it can help somebody else, make sure you share the video so that they can see it too. Subscribe to the channel and click the bell if you have not already. Like the video, comment, jump if you want a free bodyweight vertical jump training program. And ladies and gentlemen, take action, because action is everything. Knowledge is not power. It is only potential power until you take action on what you know. So just because you know all these stretches doesn't mean you're going to get the benefits from doing the stretches just by thinking about them. You got to go to the gym, or to where, if you have a foam roller at home, you can do these at home. Or you can at least do the stretches at home, but you got to take action on the stretching, and you got to take action on the foam rolling, and then, and only then, will you see results. I'll see you guys in the next video.